What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Star Ocean Anamnesis video. We are on the Japanese side of things again. I'm going to be able to keep you guys appraised with updates a lot better. I went ahead and joined the Star Ocean Anamnesis Discord. It's a Discord for both global and Japanese players. I'm going to put a link to it down below. It's an open thing. It's not one of those like locked servers. So if you want help with the game or anything like that, definitely hop in there. Obviously, if you are a Japanese version player, it's very handy because they have everything translated. I don't know why I decided to just do it now. I probably should have done this a while ago, but yeah, so thanks to the Discord, I will be able to give you guys accurate information on everything. So shout out to everyone in that Discord who does great work over there. So we got two things to go over. You'll know by the title, whatever I decide to title this. So first off, we're going to be going over this. We're going to be going over the new characters. I guess you can kind of call this a collab because they're not Star Ocean characters. So I had to look up what this was because I didn't know what Radiata Stories was. So it is another Tri-Ace title, and it's published by Square Enix. It was on PlayStation 2. So these are obviously the two characters that are here. So obviously being a Tri-Ace product, they can be in the game no problem. So the two characters, I want to make sure I'm getting the names right. Let's go to characters. If I can find it. Characters, okay. Okay, so it's Jack and Ridley. Okay, so they are in it. I was just, because sometimes these auto-translates can be not so correct, so I wanted to be sure before I went on. So yeah, so we've got Jack and we've got Ridley. Obviously, they're two little cute characters. I'm going to be going over what their stats are in just a second, but Jack is an attacker. Oh, they're both attackers. Okay, Jack and Ridley are both attackers. Obviously, like I said, I can't give you guys too much more information on them. Obviously, if you know the game, you know what it's about. I'm not going to be summoning on this just because there is some stuff that has been talked about coming in the future. I don't want to go into that here because I don't want to, get anyone in trouble for information stuff, but you pretty much know what's going on, or you should, if you are invested in this game or another game I cover on the channel. Hint, hint, wink, wink. But anyways, let's go over what they do exactly. So you guys aren't going to see this because I have the info. Like I said, if you want to see this information for yourself, hop in the Discord. They have a game updates tab where they always have the translated stuff for the units as they come out. So I'm going to go over it real quick. Obviously, these are the only two new characters on the banner. But let's go over what Jack has first. So Jack Russell, talent number 1 is attack plus 40% and attack plus 70% when 100% HP for all allies. Talent number 2 is absorb 5% of damage dealt to regular attacks and absorb 15% of damage dealt by regular attacks when in close range for all allies. Talent number 3 is stun rate plus 30% when attack is 100% HP for all allies, and critical chance plus 50% when during stun for all enemies. So getting that stun up is definitely a great thing, and obviously, that talent works with itself with the two things in that talent, because you have a stun rate 30% when you have 100% HP. Talent number 4 is AP recovery on regular attack plus 100% when close range for all allies. Rush attack is times 4,500%, large damage, and attack plus 60% all allies for 20 seconds. So that's really good buffer right there. I know it's kind of disorienting. You guys aren't seeing it over here, but I don't want to just, basically screen cap the Discord and have everyone's names and information out like that. So this is how we're going to do things. Like I said, it's an open Discord, so you guys can join whenever you feel like it. So let's go over now. Obviously, I only went over the talents. I didn't go over the attacks. Obviously, that's not really something. It's not really important because usually, if you've been playing long enough, you'll see the icons for the attacks and you'll know what attacks do what. So let's go over Ridley Silverlake now, which is this character down here. Let's go over that real quick. So talent number 1 is attack plus 40% when hit count is 300 plus for yourself, so just for Ridley. Talent number 2 deals an extra hit worth 20% of damage dealt by regular attacks, rush combo damage plus 30% when hit count is 300 plus for self as well. So Ridley is definitely coming off as this character that really just buffs herself as opposed to Jack, who seems to be a party buffed kind of character. And like I said, they're both attackers, so both the same role. Talent number 3 will not flinch when attacking, which is great. Damage taken minus 30% and attack damage taken minus 20% for self. So that can be, really nice. Damage taken plus 20% during stun for all enemies. Talent number 4 is attack plus 30% and HP plus 20%. I really like that HP plus 20%. At least on global, you don't really have a lot of units that kind of go into that. Rush attack this is actually a pretty high number, and I really like this. So it's 5,500%. Large damage and HP recovery, 30% for self. So only for self. So that's not bad. And critical chance plus 50% for all allies for 20 seconds. So even though only she's healing herself, she is giving the rest of the party that critical chance for a good 20 seconds. So I do like that quite a bit. And something I never really go over on the global side of things, but I'll go over it here. We're going to go over the weapons. So I believe it's these ones here, or it should be. I'm just looking real quick. Yeah. Okay, so these are the weapons. So I'll go over the 3 weapons real quick for those who want to know what each of the weapons do. So Ancient Axe, obviously this first one over here. Gain Thunder attribute, attack damage plus 40% when hit count is 100 plus. LB factor, so that's low break factor. Attack damage taken plus 15% against all enemies. And then we'll go over to this weapon right here, which is called the Arbitrator, I believe. Gain Thunder attribute, Thunder elemental damage plus 40%. Has an 80% chance to survive a fatal blow when HP is 20% or above. Or no, when HP is above 20%. Which is still pretty much the same thing. You're not going to be looking at those numbers anyway. LB factor, attack, and intellect damage plus 30% during stun for all enemies. And then the last weapon over here, this one right here, is Discharge Vulcan. Gain Thunder attribute, rush combo damage plus 30%, LB factor, absorb 10% of damage dealt by regular attacks. That's really nice. So really good kind of, as it says, absorber. Won't be taking as much damage. So playing that on a tankish character will be very nice. And the other thing I want to go, so that's all I want to go over here. And obviously you have some event items down here. I believe this is Sophia. Yeah, Sophia got a buff. You can see all the stat buffs right here. Obviously, her rush got buffed. A lot of her talents got buffed. I think the information's probably in the Discord as well. Yeah. So, all the information is in the Discord. We're not going to go over Sophia because this is just a unit that got a buff. And, obviously, you can do Awakenings with now. And obviously, there's an event to go with the, Radiata characters. But we're going to go over this real quick. So version 2.7 update came along, and something I normally won't cover all the updates. I'll only cover when like a new thing is implemented. So what they implemented here was a friendship system. Kind of similar to Raise, but a little different. So if you are a Raise player, you'll know what I'm talking about. So it's kind of the same thing where depending on the amount of stamina you use during a mission, that's how much the bond of the characters you currently are using in that party will go up. You can see it kind of right here. The big difference here was like obviously in Tales of the Raise, the friendship system just kind of you raise their level and there are certain rewards at each level that you get. And then when you get to level 10, you obviously get an extra skit, which will increase your overall AP. In this game, it actually apparently well, not apparently, because I had people tell me this, it can increase drop rates, which is a very nice thing, which Tales of the Rays could actually really benefit from. So all the effort you put into raising these characters, like friendship levels, will be directly correlated into the missions you're doing when you're farming for certain materials and stuff like that. And then obviously you can see it right here. There's like different like little stuff. They basically like showcase all the different stuff that it really affects. So this is like friendship. You can see stuff over here. And that's pretty much the major thing I wanted to cover with this. And then there's some other display stuff for the deep space missions. If you have completed the beginner missions, you can see that. And there's a bunch of other missions here. Obviously, you can go to the Star Wars Anamnesis on the Square Enix page to see these changes for yourself. Oh, and there's also going to be like gifts like this. So this is a gift that you can give to increase friendship levels for specific characters. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it what I wanted to cover for this video. So from now on, when stuff comes to JP, I will obviously handle the videos in this sort of manner. I hope you guys enjoy the way I do this. I may in the future, instead of just reading off of the Discord notes, I may write down, I may type up the notes and then have like a window open over here where I typed up the stuff so you guys can see it for yourself, because I know myself, I am a visual learner, not a auditory learner, so seeing it in front of me definitely helps me a lot more. So let me know if you guys want to see that. Let me know if you guys like this format of how I cover the content for the Japanese version. I'm sure global players will appreciate it when they get these characters, because they'll have known that they were coming. But then that, guys, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.